they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gon' get you to the window? I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets.
Welcome to Graybo's Giblets. We're out here dropping giblets. I'm your host, Graybo. I'm here joined by Denny One Time and Fitz to break down the Week 5 NFL slates. Week 5 already. What's going on, fellas?
Everything okay?
That was Denny. He's ready. He's ready to let the dogs out. Fitz, how we doing?
Feeling good, man.
Feeling 49ers feeling good.
They're feeling good.
They're feeling Christian McCaffrey feeling good.
Big game.
Big matchup.
Big matchup. Oh, man. Can I come over and watch it?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. All right, so let's get right to it, to the board. We're giving our best 3 bets that we like for this slate. And if you have a general take, let us know about it. So as a recap, Denny's 6-6. He's 500. The Bills, great pick, Denny, minus 2.5 against the Dolphins. Panthers plus 4.5 was an L. They had a huge turnover that just shifted the momentum to the Vikings. And then the Rams minus 1.5, good win in overtime. Fitz 9-3-1. Wow, what a start for Fitz. Chargers minus 5.5. They finally did it. Jags minus 3. That was another win. And the Eagles minus 8 was the L. And then for me, I'm 8-5. Chargers minus 5.5. I had the Panthers plus 4.5. That was a loss. And I had Eagles minus 9. That was a loss. So I went 1-2. So let's get some winners this week. Duke, who do we like this week?
I like in the Steelers-Ravens matchup, Steelers getting 4.5. Just too many. I don't care if it's Pickett or the other guy. What's his name? Trubisky. Because if you look at this rivalry historically, 17 out of the last 18 times it's been within a field goal, something silly like that. These teams know each other. The coaches know each other too well. Steelers getting 4.5 at home, to me, is an easy click. The Jets on the road against the Broncos. I think we all agree the Broncos are trash. We agree that the Jets D is amazing, and then we kind of agree that Zach Wilson took a step forward last week and will keep doing it. So if he just doesn't hurt them, I think the Jets win. And finally, I acknowledge that the Niners are really good. But the Cowboys are getting more than a field goal. I think it's gonna be a really tight game, and I'm very excited about this game. Give me the Cowboys getting 4.
Ooh, wee.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, everyone agrees that Zach Wilson took a step forward except for Ronnie Harrison. Did you all see that? Oh, my gosh. Go watch that clip if you haven't seen it. This guy's trash. And Chris Jones is like, no, he played well. I mean, he outperformed Mahomes. He did, which is crazy to say. All right, Fitz. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to open up with the early game on Sunday. It's just kind of a...
You love this 9:30 little mimosa.
A little mimosa. I try to get Gray to drink mimosas with me every single morning here at the shop, and he never does. So.
I'm responsible.
Bills going to London. I know the Jags are great there. They've been hanging out there. They don't have to acclimate, but I just think the Bills are a wagon, and I think they're much better than the Jags. I think they beat them by a touchdown, so I'll lay the 5.5. I'm also going to take the Eagles minus 4 against the Rams in LA, which means nothing. And Stafford's just a little banged up. Cooper Kupp coming back. That's exciting for a lot of fantasy owners out there. But I like the Eagles there. And then Duke.
What is this? What do I see here?
I'm gonna have to do it. This is an emotional hedge for me. I think the Cowboys can hang with the Niners. I think after the last 2 years of getting knocked out by the Niners in the playoffs, no big deal. They really, really want this game. I think the Niners also obviously want to keep winning and stay undefeated, all that good stuff, but the Cowboys need this game more than the Niners do. I think the Niners cruise to the division. The Cowboys have to keep pace, winning conference games. stay pace with the Eagles. So
you're rooting for the Niners to win by less
3.
than 4.
I'm rooting for the Niners to win by 3 touchdowns. So I'm happy to
Can we
lose
call,
this bet.
if the Niners win by 1, 2, or 3, can we call it the Fitz middle? We hit the Fitz middle.
Oh, man.
We
Let's hit the Fitz middle. It would be awesome.
Let's do it.
49ers win by 3 is what we're hoping.
I'll probably be live betting this game quite a bit.
I'm going to parlay the 49ers money line and Cowboys +4.
He's doing it right now.
The Fitz middle.
I love it. Yeah, Cooper Kupp comes back. Puka, where does that leave Puka, huh? They both going to be studs or what? We will see. Josh Allen, baby. Let's go. We got a lot of Josh Allen cards, so we need him to keep rolling, people. All right, for me, one of my favorite picks this week are the Houston Texans a wagon.
D'Amico Ryans.
+2.5 against the Falcons. Love that. It is now 1.5, unfortunately, for a lot of you that are listening right now, but +2.5. I got them at +2.5. CJ Stroud looks great. Tank Dell. Damian Pierce is a wagon. Nico Collins. Don't sleep on this offense, people. So I love them +2.5 against the Falcons. 1.5, I'd still take it. I'd take the money line. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm with Fitz. Eagles bounce back -4 against the Rams. Burned me and Fitz both last week. But hey, you gotta keep going with them. And I'm going to take them -4. And then the Bengals, -3. This is their week. Joe Burrow, he's coming out this week, getting the ball out early. Chase says he's open every freaking time, if you saw that interview. So just throw him the ball. Okay? Bengals are rolling -3. You like that, Fitz? I see you shaking your head. Against the Cardinals, after the Cardinals, Cardinals play tough. That coach has them playing tough, but I think this is the Bengals need this. They need this win. They can't go 1-4.
Our Cardinals.
It is our Cardinals.
And yes, it's the 5th week in a row. This is the Bengals week.
Bengals week. We said that. This is it. All right, so to recap, I'm taking Texans 2.5, Eagles -4, Bengals -3. Fitz, Bills, Eagles, Cowboys, people. Then he also on the Cowboys, Jets, Steelers. All right, Prop City. How do we do last week? Denny had Swift over 63.5. That was a loss. He had 56 rushing yards. So close.
Commanders' defense is just too strong.
Too strong. Duke is 1-3. Fitz 3-2 on props. He had Mixon over 52.5. They got blown out, but guess what? He had 67 rushing yards. Good win. And Winston had one pass, and it was an interception. So Fitz won that. That is unbelievable. He was 0 for 1 with one interception. That's incredible because you should be. I'll give you that. I lost. Herbert got hurt. He looked great in the first half, and then I think the Chargers had like less than 80 yards of offense in the second half and somehow still won. So 3-4 for me on the year. So, Duke, we're going to try something different, huh?
What are we trying? I would like to publicly declare every week that I do this, I don't like prop bets. So I don't actually really bet these in real life, so I don't care if they hit, but
the people do.
I know, but if I had to pick one.
The experts.
So the Steelers Ravens game, I picture the Ravens getting down in the red zone and not having a running back that can get into the end zone against the Steeler D. And so who's going to score down there? It's either Lamar or Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews started getting hot last week. I see him having a pretty decent week this week. So give me a Mark Andrews anytime touchdown plus 180 on FanDuel.
I like that. Fits. Let's get it.
I don't understand this line here. Alvin Kamara, back from suspension, 14 targets, 13 receptions last week. His over receptions is 4.
Oh, my God. Let's go get that.
I like that one, too.
Look at Danny getting
like that one.
So, wait. What is it? What is minus like?
It's 4.5. I saw was minus 115.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Usually you see something like that, like a receiver, primetime receiver or something would be like -6 at like minus 160.
Is that because they're playing the Patriots and Belichick's going to like
take away their player?
Scheme? I don't know.
Potentially, but I'm gonna hammer it.
All right, and then because I love Kamara in DFS this week, his receiving prop is over 27.5. That sounds like 5 catches to me. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, well, he got 13 catches last week, but he
13.
only got 33 yards, which is
PPR machine.
insane.
Yeah, I got over 4.5 here, plus 120.
So it's plus money.
Yeah, it's 4.5 instead of 4. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. I'm still like thinking about that. All right, for me. All right, I'm Bengals. Bengals time to shine. I'm watching Jamar Chase's interview. I'm open every time. They're going to feed him over 8.5 receiving yards with my model. I have him at about 99.
Talk to us about your model.
I pay for it. It's not my.
Are we talking about his model trucks, his Hess trucks?
Yeah, Golden. If you're listening to this, I have a lot of Hess trucks. All right, Chase over 80.5 receiving yards. Love it. And then that's my main prop, but I'm going to throw in this parlay. So Chase over 80.5. AJ Brown just traded him in fantasy. I know.
He gone.
I know. But I have DJ Moore, so AJ Brown over 77.5, and Hopkins over 51.5. Hopkins is going to have 100 yards this week. Yep, I'm calling it.
Okay.
And it's around plus 550. So I'm going to take it. Have a little fun on Sunday with my beverages and watch these props hit. All these props hit. I'm taking all of them. Even Duke, even though he doesn't care about it, that's how much trust I have in Duke. Taking the Mark Andrews anytime touchdown. All right. DFS, we're back, baby.
We are.
We are back after some bad weeks. Last week we hit a third place to finish with 6K. And then we also in the same contest, we were 7th place for 2K. So that's an $8,000 week. I think we profited about, 6,000 somewhere in there for how much we put in. More than that, I believe. But that was awesome to see. Our lineups, so were just to kind of recap our first team that came in third. Anthony Richardson. Kyron Williams was huge for us. Swift. We had Diggs with his 3 touchdowns. Fitz, don't you have Josh Allen and Diggs in Lost Fantasy?
Thank you for bringing that up.
Tank Dell and McKenzie, who did not have more than 3 points combined. But guess what, Denny? It's all about the contest we pick. Ferguson, C-Mac with his 3 touchdowns, and Ravens defense helped us a lot, which got us like 15 points. Was huge. And then our second team, we had Josh Allen go off, Kyron Williams again. We had Swift again. Ayuk was awesome, Fitz. That guy is a beast.
Catches everything.
Cortland Sutton, and then I had to give Danny a shout out. Great play. Westbrook Ikini, and is that how you say it?
I don't know.
For the Titans, he was point. Denny picked this guy. I think we're the only team to have him. He was 0.54% in the contest. He scored a touchdown, had 16 fantasy points.
Sometimes you got to get weird.
You got to get weird. We had Dalton Kincaid. We had C-Mac again in this lineup, and we had Browns D. So great week for us. I was super excited to bounce back. I told you we'd bounce back. Pick the right contest. All right, Duke, who are we going with this week? Because let's stay hot.
All right, just QB for now?
QB.
Right,
Let's just go QB.
All right, at the top, I'm looking at Mahomes at 8,200 at the tippy top. I think he's got a big week coming against the Vikes. And so the flip side of that, Cousins right in the middle, 6,900. I think that's going to be a shootout. Favors to be one of the high scoring games of the weekend. And then if you're looking for a cheap quarterback, I kind of like this guy in Arizona.
I love this pick.
This guy Dobbs in Arizona. He's just starting to win people over with or without eyebrows. Doesn't matter. No one told Arizona they're supposed to be bad this year, so they're just playing like they're not supposed to be bad. It's really fun.
They play hard. I love them.
Yeah.
I love them. And then for me, like I am right on all 3 of these guys. Even though I don't have Dobbs listed, he was right there for me as a value play. If you're
He's got a couple targets. I mean, this kid Wilson.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like he's got real targets there.
Yeah, Wilson out of nowhere. Hollywood Brown.
Yep,
should have a pretty good week.
Yep.
Ertz. All right. Anyways,
yep.
I'm excited about the Cardinals. The studs I like this week. Can't go wrong with Mahomes. I mean, he's going to light up the Vikings. Light them up. He's just expensive. Hurts is another good one to have. For my mid range, I love Cousins. Again, it's the Chiefs Vikings. So any way you put it, like we stack Cousins with Jefferson, we run it back with the Chief, right? Or we go Mahomes, we stack him with Kelsey, we run it back with the Viking. Like this game is going to be lit, and I think it's going to be the most popular game, but for good reason. I also like Tua this week. He's still 7,100, playing the Giants. So that could be a lot of points for them. And my value plays besides Dobbs, Stafford with Kupp coming back. They're going to be behind the Eagles. Danny Dimes, I mean, he's going to have to run. He's only 5,800. He's going to have to throw, being down to the Dolphins, who play fast. And then I also like Tannehill this week. So, like, if you want to throw a cheapie in there, one of those guys to save some money. Go ahead, Fitz. What are you going to say?
I got one for you.
Okay.
If Joe Burrow doesn't play, Jake Browning at 5,000.
Okay.
More expensive than Desmond Ridder.
Oh my!
No.
Yes.
Jeez. That's bad.
That's bad.
And he's a backup.
That's bad for my collection.
That is bad for great bets. But a lot. I'm just kidding. All right. Running back. Let's see if we're aligned here, Denny.
I've got 6 minutes, Greg. I got to talk fast.
All right.
At the top, give me Bijan. Big day from him. Give me David Montgomery. I think there'll be a time where Gibbs becomes a bigger factor. Right now, Montgomery's getting the goal line stuff, getting a line share of the carries in a game where the Lions are favored to win. So good week for Montgomery. At the lower end, I kind of like either Pacheco or Ramondre. I think it's hard to pick any of the Chiefs other than Mahomes, Kelsey, and Pacheco right now. And then Ramondre is just getting cheaper and cheaper, and I think it's a spot where the Patriots just have to win.
And have to run the ball. Line with you on Bijan up top and Kamara. It's kind of that mid-range kind of up top. I'm with Ramondre as well at 5,600. I love Monty's number. He scores touchdowns for the Lions. So the two new guys I want to add are Dameon Pierce, 5,300. They just feed him at the goal line. The Texans score. I mentioned them earlier with my bets. And Jalen Warren, 4,900. Duke's boy, you're tight for cash. I think it's taking a bigger role as well. All right, receiver, Denny. Here we go.
Feed the beast. JJF at the top, 9,400. I still think is a pretty high quality play. Talked about Hollywood at 5,000. I like him. And then if you want some cheap stuff, check out Wandale at 3,000 if you want super cheap, or Rashi Rice if you're throwing a dart, trying to guess the right Chief at 3,600.
Dang, dude. Do we look at the same model?
Possibly.
Justin Jefferson is projected to be the best wideout by 4 points. That is huge, even though for his number. That is, you got to have him in some lineups this week. Jamar Chase at 7,900 is still a crazy number. Like, he's not having the best of season, and that's why I guess that's why it's there. So I will have a lot of Chase this week. AJ Brown at 8K are my top dogs. But then I like Hopkins, 5,700. Tyler Boyd at 4,500 to catch a touchdown this week. I'm with Denny on Rice and Robinson. Robinson is 3K. The Giants are going to be throwing the ball. He will get some action for 3K. You just want him to get, 5 or 6 points, and you're crushing there. And then Rice has scored a couple times. Tight end. Who are we going with?
A lot of times we try to throw darts at tight ends or punt, but I am actually leaning this week towards the higher end. Kelsey, Hawkinson, and Andrews probably play a large quantity of all three of those guys. Of those three, Andrews is 5,500. He's the cheapest, probably the best value.
Okay. For me, it's Kelsey by $1 million. If you just want to go like single tight end and get some points, or then you're stacking whatever quarterback it is, stack it with the tight end. I love Goddard at 4,200. I know he's been bad, but if you play Hurts, it's a good one to have. If you're playing Dobbs, you're stacking them with Ertz at 3,500. And Kyle Pitts is 3,300. That is crazy. With so much talent, I know the Falcons have been bad, but
only somebody could throw him the ball.
If you want to go, I wouldn't play Ritter, but if you want to save some money, Pitts could be a good one-off.
Ew, that's made it sound by ew. Someone says Ritter.
Ew. All right, let's get to our locks of the week, Survivor picks. So let's start with our Survivor picks. Me and Denny are out, but if I had to pick this week, it's between two teams. Very tough week. If you pick Commanders, see you later. I would either lean Dolphins or Lions with my lean towards the Dolphins. in Survivor for me. Denny, you're out. If you had to choose, who would you go with?
Yeah, slightly leaning towards the Lions, but I think both of those picks are, the obvious this week.
The two. So, Fitz, you're still in. Let's see how far you can go. So, who are you locking in as your Survivor pick?
It's the Lions. I'll take them. And then you guys already do your locks? Sorry.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
Lions for
Lions.
Survivor.
All right. So, then right into it, Fitz. Well, who's your lock?
I'm going to stay with the unders. I'm going to go. I think Joe Burrow does play against the Cardinals. I know they need to win this game. I think they do win this game. I'm going to take the under 44.5.
Very nice. And you had what did you have? You didn't have a lock last week.
I did. I had this. You made me take the Eagles because I didn't prepare myself. So
you didn't prepare. I'm sorry. You lost. So you're 2-2. You're 2-2. Tough bit.
You had written Dolphins here, and you said Lions. I'll change it to Lions. Is that just to be clear? That's what you want?
I said Dolphins.
You had
on the sheet. You had Dolphins.
Yeah, and so I just changed it to Lions for you.
Thank you.
My 10:30 just got pushed back 20 minutes, so I'm not in a hurry anymore.
All right.
Oh, well,
So we
great.
can just take
Let's
a
chop it up.
Let's talk. Let's go back and just chat. All right. Well, Denny's 2-2 on locks this year. A lot better than he's doing in college football. Bills was a great -2.5. That was a great call. -2.5. Great call. He was great with the NFL. I gotta give it to Denny. Like his DFS plays were awesome. And the Bills pick was awesome. Who you taking as your lock?
I actually like 4 or 5 games this week a lot, but if I had to pick one, I think I'm going to take the Steelers getting 4.5.
Love it. All right. I'm 3-1 on the year. First loss last week. I had the Panthers plus 4.5. Bryce Young's fumble where the Vikings returned for a touchdown was huge. That's why I wish it was Andy Dalton back there. I think they would have won. Dalton was back there. Anyways, I'm going for my lock of the week. Texans. I got them at 2.5. Lock it up. Ritter stinks. Stroud is a beast. Texans. Ship it. Let's go. All right, Denny. Cards. Who are we rooting for?
So I think every week we always talk about, hey, stay hot, Herbie, stay hot, Josh. We've got a couple of big ones, big boys that we have listed now that we're just waiting for somebody to snipe. And if Josh stays hot, that could happen probably sooner than Herbie, even though Herbie's been a fantastic fantasy quarterback thus far. I think the guy I'm kind of rooting for really to get it going a little bit more is Trevor. I think we have a couple of big Trevors here in the shop. Obviously, I think we all believe in Trevor long term, but the Jags have kind of, even though they've won a couple of games, they've kind of failed to impress this year. Huge game this week. I don't expect them to win, but if Trevor can start getting it together, I think it's good for the Jags and good for the shop.
Awesome. We got the 2023 Mosaic Hobby and 2023 Mosaic Choice in shop. We're breaking a lot of it as well. The Hobby, you get 10 packs, 15 cards, 2 guaranteed autos. You're looking for the rookies, right? JSN, Richardson, Young, Stroud, Addison, Bijan, Gibbs, all in there. And then the Mosaic Choice, just 8 cards. You're guaranteed 1 auto. So come into the shop, buy some of the new product or go on the breaks on Drip and whatnot. Weekly. We do not have a break tonight. Right. But next week we will be back.
We ripped some of them last night.
Yeah.
Instead of rip some of the Mosaic Choice and Hobby and the Sparkle.
It's a beautiful product.
Oh my God. It's awesome.
It's so beautiful.
It is.
Fitz, anything to add?
Start buying Chris McCaffrey if you can afford it.
Shoot.
He might win the MVP.
Hey, remember when we first started this and Duke got me a Zion Williamson and it got you a Christian McCaffrey card?
That gift aged well.
But Zion does look healthy. So
he looks, dude. Have you seen? He looks in shape.
Let's revisit. When I bought those 2 cards, they were the same price. About the time I gave them,
oh my God, it was incredible.
I would guess now
it's incredible. All right. Well, that's going to do it for today. Good luck with your bets. We are in line this week in college and in NFL. Thanks for listening and riding with Graybos. Be sure to tune in next time. Leave us a 5-star review. Give us a follow and come by the shop. We love you. Giblets.
When I go to sleep, I don't see sheep, see dollar signs. $100 got him beat the odds for the 100th time at a money line. Brock Purdy was irrelevant, now I'm at the front like a cutting line. G5 to the power 5, grade was on fire like it's summertime. I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gonna get you to the window? I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gon' get you to the window?